Alright, hi everybody, and welcome to a little tutorial that you guys have been asking me to do. This is going to be a tutorial on how I make my little thumbnails for my videos. I do it in Photoshop. I do it in Adobe Photoshop CS6. You can really use any Photoshop. Every Photoshop is the same. It has the same stuff. It's just updated in a way. But I don't really have anything planned on what I'm going to show you besides like my my signature stuff that I do, like how I do the text and how I bring like the thumbnail, the logo onto the picture. So I'm just going to go ahead and open a picture really fast, and if you guys hear fireworks outside for some reason, people are still letting off fireworks on the 13th of July. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. So I'm gonna just go ahead and open up a picture. Let's go ahead and open up, let's see, let's go ahead and let's open up a few, because there's a few different ways that I do my thumbnails. So I'll show you how I do an overlap like this. So I'm going to go ahead and open up these two images, and then I will open up this image. Actually, I'll open up this image. And then one more thing to open up. A lot of things to open up, I know. But this is just for the one, well, two actually, if you want to be precise. Let's go ahead. Where is dude, I have so many folders and stuff in so many different places. Like, okay. It's in, let's take this. Okay. So let's go ahead and just drag this out and minimize this along with this, minimize that. And then let's go ahead and start out with this one. Okay, so this is what I'm going to show you when I blend those two images together. So what I do is I go ahead and, what is it? Control something. I don't remember. I do make it like I unlock it. So let's go ahead and unlock it. There we go. And then I go over to this and I make it able to layer up. And then I will drag this image over just so it's like over and out of the way. And then I will go ahead and take this out and drag this image in. And this is how I go ahead and blend it together. So this is how I got the thumbnail for my 4th of July, whatchamacallit, my 4th of July sim. I'm seriously like brain dead right now. So what I did just now is I went to go ahead and made another layer mask, which is this little button right here. You can't really tell unless you sit there and hover over it. It'll tell you add vector mask. There you go, that's what it's called. And then come over here to this granite right here, and then go ahead and mark that one, and then you want to drag the end of the image and drag it over like so. So it's kind of like that. You can see that it's kind of like blended out and faded in and just on the picture. So that's how you blend images together, like how I do it. That's one way I do my thumbnails. That's a lot of the ways where I do my Create a Sim thumbnails. And then I will go ahead and to do shapes, I go to this, and there is rectangle, rounded rectangle tool, ellipse, polygon, line, and custom shape. And these have a whole bunch of different custom shapes. You have hearts, which look like that. You can't really see because of the blue color, but you get what I'm trying to show you guys. And some circles, and then you can go over here and you can go ahead and do animals, which you have like dog prints and bones, and you have arrows. You have a whole bunch of stuff in Photoshop, and that's where I get my shapes. And then let's go ahead and show you how I go ahead and do the image, or not the image, the text. So let's go ahead and just type tutorial. And then I go ahead and put it up on the top so it goes up or above both layers, because you don't want them to be faded on one end and not faded. So what I do to like rotate it, kind of put it into a slant, is I go ahead and click it to make sure that I'm on that. Is that even how you spell tutorial? I have no idea. If I spelled it wrong, I'm sorry. You click on anywhere in the text, and then you will go ahead and do control, and then you will see these arrows pop up on which way, and you will go ahead and move it whichever direction you want it to go, and it will go out kind of towards the slant. And then to get the little black around it, or any color, I normally use black, but I do change it up every now and then. I will double click on the layer that says tutorial or whatever you're trying to like put the background on, and then I will do a drop shadow. I will do the opacity all the way to 100, the distance all the way to 0, and the spread to 24 and 24, which it really depends on the image and how big it is. I just kind of play around with these numbers, whichever I think it looks good. And there's also an outer glow, which you can go ahead and mess around with as well, so you can get like this little ragged look and stuff like that. Just something simple like that. It's not anything like really like majorly hard. It's really time consuming, and plus it doesn't help that I'm OCD about a lot of things, so it doesn't help whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this picture right here. Let's go ahead and bring it up like that, and then along with this supernatural, let's go ahead and bring it up like that. So what I do to like crop this out of this like image is I go ahead and do the magic wand tool, and I make sure that it's on the magic wand tool and not the quick selection tool. So magic wand tool, and I'll click anywhere around wherever it is, you know, anywhere white, transparent, whatever. This is a really bad example because right here it's white, so it'll be white when I put it on the image. And then I will go over to select, and then I will hit inverse, and that'll be just the logo itself. And then I will go edit, copy, and then I'll go to the picture that I want to put it on, edit, paste, and then it is on there. Just resize it, the image on this before you put it on this, because it won't work. And then to do the outer glow, it's the same way, just click on the layer, drop shadow, and then opacity all the way up to 100, 24, 24, 34, 34, it doesn't really matter. It's really up to you. Whichever one you want. If you want it to be more opaque and stand out and everything, higher numbers work for that. And then I also, when I do like my effects and stuff like that, I will make sure that I do it to the background and not the layer, because it'll change the color of the layer. So it'll change the white in this to like a golden brown or whatnot. I will go ahead and do adjustments, and then I will do brightness and contrast, and I will just mess around with this a lot and make it however bright I want it to do. And mostly, a lot of the times I'll just go adjust and then do photo filter and make it a warm filter. And then kind of like this. It's kind of what I did for my supernatural to make it more like mysterious and stuff. And I will also do like a blur, so I'll do surface blur, and it'll look weird, really weird. So I'll go ahead and fade that a little bit, but make it more like noticeable, kind of, sort of, if that makes sense. And then I will do a little tiny unsharp mask, or not an unsharp mask, sorry, my bad. Just do a sharpen. And then I will go ahead and come back and fade the sharpen, so it doesn't make the edges too crazy. And that's pretty much what I do to edit my thumbnails. It's not anything like hard or anything confusing or anything like that. So yeah, I would think that's all that you guys need to know. I get a lot of questions on how I do my thumbnails, so I just thought it would be a good time to actually go ahead and do like a little tutorial. So hopefully this helped you out a lot, and if you guys want any more tutorials on what I do, just comment down below and definitely leave me a comment on what you want, because I will do a lot more tutorials. I'm thinking about doing tutorials like weekends and stuff like that, because it's simple, it's not too hectic, it doesn't take a long time to edit or anything like that. So just leave comments below on tutorials that you want to see, Minecraft related, Sims 3 related, Sims 2 related. Doesn't really matter, just let me know. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a awesome day, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye everyone.